And we got the Pain Invasion art was pure boxing featuring KageTheDon. If I said the name right, bro, forgive me. I do not want no smoke. Let's check some more stuff out.
The sun is shining. The birds are singing in the air. What a wonderful time to be alive.
Now, I be telling people like, Naruto already had the best fighting. Like anime, like out of the anime, like out of the big three and all that type of stuff, I'll be giving Naruto like the best fighting because the way they fighting, bro, it's so unique to me.
The Pain arc starts off with Pain and his 6 goons getting ready to jump into the Hidden Leaf. The Akatsuki needs the 9 tails to enact their plan of creating the 10 tails, and that means they need Naruto. You know, I always wondered what the 6 paths of Pain would look like in real life, or if there was like an IRL version of them. And then I realized that there is, and the nigga's name is Ken Carson. This dude takes on a different form every time we see him. You can't tell me that Ken Carson isn't a collective of niggas just trying to see how long they can get away with it. Call him the Sage of 6 Kens, the 6 paths of Carson. Honestly, this is probably the craziest infiltration method that I've seen. Being a side character in Naruto gotta be a bottom 5 experience in anime. One Piece too. Imagine you're these ninjas posted outside the Hidden Leaf and 6 versions of the same guy pull up on you and immediately wipe the floor with you.
You know, hey, yo, side characters never get it, bro. But it is what it is, though.
Pull-up was elite, too. The animal path blew through the barrier, and as soon as she got down, summoned her homies. They must have practiced this before they got to the village. Look at Pain. He is ready to squabble. Then they start going wild. Renting the Hidden Leaf gotta be as bad as absolute Gotham. Insurance in this town will cost you an arm and a leg. Place gets blown to bits every week. Shout out to Shikamaru and Sakura, though. Shikamaru in particular, because you already know he wasn't gonna let the Akatsuki touch Asuma's wife or his future child. Sakura was putting in work too. I know she gets a lot of hate, mostly from me, but she was throwing hands and healing people.
Yeah, I don't know why, yo, like, you know, I get it, people were doing it just for the fun of it, but bro, hey, she been throwing them hands though on that, especially on going against that puppet.
Too. The Pain start going around looking for information on Naruto, but he's not here. After Jiraiya's death, he went over to Mount Myoboku and he's currently learning Sage Mode. But when Tsunade saw the destruction happening, she knew that she had to recall the only man who could save this village. But you wouldn't believe it, bruh. Donzo's hating ass killed the frog who was trying to send a message. You know a man is evil when he's out here slamming out amphibious creatures for the love of the game. Forget
the demon, bro.
Forget the fact that he forced a 13-year-old to kill his entire clan. This is where he crossed the line. While this is going on, the Pains continue their assault and interrogation, but nobody was talking. One thing that I love about the Hidden Leaf is that they protect their own. Unless you're one of those filthy Uchigers, they're gonna slide for you. That no snitch policy was in full effect. Even Conan fine ass couldn't get this guy to tell them where Naruto was. Speaking of Conan, that reminds me of something. Naruto intros really be funny as hell, bro. Like, even though this one is like top 10 easily in Shippuden, they were just doing anything. Like, tell me why we got Sakura, Ino, and Hinata jumping Conan, which would have been—
Bro, this was the hardest anime opening though. Yo, I loved it. Hey, yo, it was a nice opening. What is this? Is it opening number 9 or 8? 1 to 2.
Cool as hell, but it never happened. And then Team Guy going after a Pain, they're not even in the village. The main Pain even cornered Iruka Sensei, and I wasn't worried because I knew he wouldn't snitch. But damn, I did not want my guy going out like this. The first dude to ever give Naruto the time of day. I don't want to hear anyone talk about that bum ass third Hokage. Had Naruto living like a Section 8 baby with no EBT card, no food stamps, no nothing. Iruka's his day one. But then, the man, the myth, the legend, Kakashi Hatake pulled up. Y'all already know he came in aura farming. You can't tell me he doesn't wait until the last second to make these entrances, bro. Like, he did this in the—
with one eye closed. Bro trying to get— bro was Gojo before Gojo.
Tuning exams too. Pulled up with a one-hand grab, staring Pain down. Told Iruka to book it, and then after a couple more seconds of aura farming, broke the rod, weaved the kick, and went down. And this is where my problems with Kakashi come in, because they were always saying, ooh, Kakashi, the man who knows 1,000 jutsu. And then this nigga will proceed to use 3 out of said 1,000 jutsu. I swear they made that number up just to make him look cool. Like, you're telling me that this dude is going up against the guy who killed Jiraiya, and his first move is to use Mud Wall?
Hey, it's strategy, baby.
Mud Wall? He brings out that lightning blade, but Pain counters with that rod, leading Kakashi to miss. And this brings me to my second problem with this nigga Kakashi. Everyone's always gassing bro up like he's the GOAT. Every time bro is fighting someone, his opponent's like, Kakashi Hatake, the copy ninja, it's an honor to meet you. Niggas say this, then proceed to fry this man like a 4-course fish fillet. They ain't happy to meet him. They happy it's their turn to beat his ass and get their win streaks up. Fake ass title, bruh. Pain was really showing, bro, how a real Aura farmer moves. Blew Kakashi away. Then when he struck back with that lightning dragon, he didn't even move a muscle. Then Big Bad and Ugly pulled up. Kakashi evaded the missiles but missed on the retaliation, which made Kakashi realize that the Pains were being controlled. Then Pain and the other path tried working together to impale Kakashi, but then we see that it was just a shadow cone. Kakashi,
I ain't gonna lie, when I saw that part out, I thought like, no, my boy down.
able to buy just enough time to let the Akamichis and some other ninja to pull up. And off rib, I knew that these background characters were getting smoked. Rule number 1 as an anime side character: if you're not wearing any sort of vibrant color, whether it's your hair or your fit, you are cooked. Done. There is no hope for you. And that's exactly what happened. Threw up a whole bunch of nothing and got wiped. But Kakashi knows that there's a way to bypass Pain's defenses. That gravitational jutsu of his has a 4 to 5 second window where it needs to recharge, and that's when they need a strike. So Kakashi pulls up from the ground, moving like Naruto in the Chunin exams, but we already know that junk didn't work. Orochimaru tried this too, if y'all remember, and Kakashi got done the exact same way he did. And yo, I do not care that this was a diversion, bro. Kakashi got done crazy. Blew his back out so hard that it had him looking like this. Pause the frame. Let's analyze real quick. Feet up, booty in the air, elbows inward, hands going in 2 different directions, and peep that neck. That neck got the durability of a Bang Bros employee, but there is no reason that he should have gotten up from this. Choji and his pops came in and wrapped Pain up, and Kakashi came in for the kill, but Ugly over here was there to save the day. And after that, it was raps. I know Kakashi was pissed, bro.
Yeah, this. Wait.
His entire life, he's been riding the I'm too late nonchalant gimmick, and that's exactly what led him to
that was it right here, bro.
His death. Low key though, the fact that Pain didn't want to get near him to finish him off was Aura. I thought Kakashi was gone right here, but as it turns out, he uses Mangekyo Sharingan to avoid the blow and fake his death. Any of y'all watching who played Shinobi Life 2 know exactly how broken that prime Obito MS was. I was out here collecting those Bijou scrolls and disappearing like it was nobody's business. Choji is also alive, unlike his father, rest in peace, and Kakashi tells him to get over to Tsunade and tell her about Pain's abilities. But of course, this bum had to intervene. His dude looks like a cockroach and moves like one too. How is he not dead? Luckily, Kakashi was able to save Choji using his MS, but unluckily, that move ended up using the last of his chakra and he ended up dying. I remember how sad I was watching this for the first time back then. Kakashi always seemed like that one untouchable guy, but after all he went through, he still met his demise. At least he's able to chill with his pops now though. This shit was so unserious in the anime too, like, I just lost my favorite character, and the camera angles want to change downward to get through Tsunade's
what it is.
snapshots in, like, no nigga, now is not the time. But hey, while a whole lot of L's were going on, some of our boys in the Leaf were catching W's too, surprisingly, including Konohamaru. But hey, I'm gonna let my boy KageTheDon take this one, so lock in real quick.
Okay, so boom! The scene kicks off with Konohamaru perched on top of this roof, seething with anger while watching the Leaf get completely wrecked. Pain is still out here going crazy with no remorse. People are running and screaming for their lives. Giant centipedes are belly sliding across family homes. Things are getting real tragic. But Konohamaru refuses to go out like a hoe, so he makes it his mission to find and help any civilians he can, until he unfortunately stumbles upon 2 Leaf Shinobis getting completely manhandled by this Pain. After throwing them both to the rocks, he slowly walks over to them and asks if they know where Naruto is. But you know we don't have no snakes in the Leaf, well, except for Orochimaru.
Hey, Orochi is my favorite though, bro. Especially like in all the Naruto game, bro. I'll be locked in on him.
And Sasuke, and Danzo. Damn, hold on, the Leaf low-key got a problem. Regardless of how many snakes the Leaf got, these 2 right here are solid and they are willing to die for the village. So they politely refuse to give them Naruto's whereabouts, but this Pain is not here to play any games with these ninjas. So he immediately picks them both up by their necks and tells them that if they do not answer truthfully, they will have no future. And you know he means business for real this time, cause the King of Hell is now behind behind him ready to take their lives if need be. So they tell him once more that they actually do not know where Naruto is, but just to make sure, he lets the King of Hell pass judgment by ripping out their now elongated tongues and eating them. It turns out that they were actually telling the truth, but it still did not matter because they are now out like a light. Konohamaru witnessed all of that go down and made the executive business decision to let Pain have these two ninjas because this is well above his pay grade. But while turning around to dip out, this nincompoop runs face first into a pole, alerting the Pain of his whereabouts. Pain of course heard his fat forehead slam into the pole, so he begins to walk him down while dragging this ninja along like a ragdoll. But right before he could peek around the corner, Ibizu Sensei pulls up just in time to save him. Now don't get me wrong, this was a nice gesture, but if I were to get up here and say that I was relieved to see him, that would be a bold-faced lie. Nigga, you're not Kakashi. You pulling up alone is not gonna cut it. I'm still going to die just 3.5 seconds later than originally scheduled. He did try his best though, but he tried to hit him with a couple kunais, then tried to land a kick, but none of those attacks did any damage. And instead, he got his comrade thrown onto his chest, then got kicked to the wall. He then begins to throw some more kunais, but Pain is swatting and weaving all of his attacks with ease. Eventually, Pain catches him lacking and hits him with a flying knee of doom. Then he picks him up and starts asking him the same questions he asked the other two. But of course, he's standing 10 toes down just like they did, ready to accept whatever fate awaits him. But Konohamaru seen what happened to those other no-names and refused to let that happen to his sensei. So right before the Pain could start his freaky deaky tongue judgment foolishness, Konohamaru zips 3 kunais at his arm, forcing Pain to drop him. Pain then quickly rushes towards him, eager to extract any information he has. But Konohamaru is low-key moving, dodging and weaving each attack.
Nice. 10.
And peep the little slow-mo dodge. Hold on, he might be cooking up something edible. One of Pain's blows must have connected though, cause this boy gets sent flying through the air, then barely rolls out the way to avoid this double hand bop to his chest. He dodges a few more swings, but ultimately gets snatched up by Pain because he has nowhere left to run. Ibizu Sensei tries to save him, but Pain kicked that nigga back into the rubble. And now, Konohamaru is getting interrogated while Pain prepares to rip his tongue out of his mouth. But just before Pain could extract it, the Konohamaru pinned up against the wall disappears. So Pain looks back immediately, and to his surprise, 2 Konohamarus are sprinting towards him with a hot Rasengan booted up, ready to put Pain to bed. So with elite precision, they push that junk right into his face, and just like that, this Pat is out for the count, thus cementing Konohamaru's first real victory. He did eventually get revived though, so I wouldn't clap too hard. In fact, I wouldn't clap at all, because this was simply just the tip of the iceberg.
Indeed it was. Shout out to my boy Don for hopping on. Something that kills me is the fact that while all this is going on, the entire elite village is getting pillaged and thousands of lives are being lost, Sasuke is out here chilling at the hot springs with his
Hey, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is.
And there is zero way on planet Earth that this guy likes women. You're telling me you got Karin right here and you're looking at her like she's chopped cheese? But oh, if you put a shirtless Naruto right there, he's gonna start moving like never before. This is exactly why he ended up as a deadbeat. Sasuke the type of guy to stay in his car an hour after he comes home from work just to avoid his wife. Sasuke the type of guy to mow the lawn in the rain so he doesn't have to talk to his family. Sasuke the type of guy... Wait, what am I talking about again? Oh yeah, the Pain Assault. Konohamaru wasn't the only one taking small dubs. Kiba and his mom were putting in some work too. And Kiba may be a bum, but his mom is so fine, bruh. She's taking dog applications? If so, sign me up. The Aburame clan is filled with straight aura farmers too, bro. They was rocking the baggy jeans and the jackets before it was cool. The clan attire consists of nothing but YSL and Balenciaga. Peep how they posted up too. Homegirl got that shit on with the green. You already know Shino got the hoodie on. His brother looking tough too, hands in his pockets. And Big Bro putting that shit on. And of course, all of them were rocking the shades. Drippiest clan in Naruto, you can't tell me otherwise. But time is up. Pain pulls up on Tsunade and gives her an ultimatum. Join the Akatsuki's goal of world peace or the entire village burns. Obviously Tsunade wasn't going for that, so she told him to screw off. Had bro so mad, he started aura farming. Tsunade wasn't even phased though, acting like she got hit with a light breeze. But when Pain found out Naruto's location, it was up. I still can't believe he got my wife Shizune too, man. No. It is now time for the Leaf Village to know Pain.
And hey, this part right here was nasty.
Now, this world shall know pain.
Bro, when I saw this right here, I'm like, dang, GG. Like, oh man, the Leaf villain ain't gonna get cured anymore, bro. Like, how they gonna rebuild this, man? I'm like, I'm like, when I first saw them, like, bro, it's over with. This is like the end of Naruto.
Almighty push.
And yo, had everyone saying that, bro. Almighty, the world shall know pain, bro. I've been saying that like crazy.
The hidden Leaf Village has now been destroyed. Entire town got turned into a canyon, looking like a rumbling victim. Sakura, who's somehow still alive thanks to Katsuya, is in shambles. And with tears in her eyes, she does the only thing she can do.
Please, Naruto!
That boy can't do with that aura.
Got my pants out and
Sakura may have the greatest summoning jutsu ever. If only this worked on her husband. Top 1 pull-up in Naruto and top 5 in anime history. You can't tell me otherwise. The fit was hard too. Uzumaki red cloak with the scroll black bling, invested into a new ninja headband too. That junk flowing hella. And to top it all off, we got the new Sage Mode Awakening. Oh yeah. Shout out to Gramps and the other frogs too. They assisted with the aura. Naruto was surprised. He thought they were somewhere else, but as it turned out, he was in the Hidden Leaf, all destroyed. Before he can meet Pain though, Tsunade intercepts them, saying that they gotta go through her. But Pain says, nah buddy, we ain't looking for you. The one we're looking for is me! Ooh, y'all feel that in the air right now? Tsunade had that boy in the same league as the 4th and Jiraiya. That's now you know he's like that right now. Naruto was really on that timing, bro. Pain deadass said his name, and he said, shut that shit up and let's box. The animal Pain strikes first, but that's no problem. Naruto threw a 2-ton animal like it was a toy.
That's nasty, bro. Not gonna hold you, bro. It was nasty.
Then while Graham stalled the dogs, he came in with that double raw Sengon with these 2 cones. Naruto then heads over to the other Pains, hit this one with that Miata cross counter, had bro bouncing, and the frogs were putting in insane work too, bruh. Look at this combo.
That was nasty, bro. Them footwork's nasty, bro.
Naruto was out here moving crazy. Then Naruto brought out the Shadow Clones and pulled out his Rasen Shuriken. Now, as we know, the Pains are able to absorb chakra and ninjutsu, so this should be no problem for them. But this jutsu is different. Before impact, the Rasen Shuriken expanded, taking out a Pain. They ended up taking out the animal path by having Gamabuta swallow it and letting Naruto boom it from the inside.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. When I saw this, I'm like, yo, this is clever, bro. This is clever.
Pain had the same reaction as me. 3 down, 3 to go. But there's a problem. Naruto has ran out of Sage Mode, and Pain knows that this is his chance, so he pulls up. But Naruto not even phased. He said, bring it. And when it comes to Naruto's strength, everyone's always like, oh yeah, 6 pass this, Kurama that. But nobody ever talks about how this dude genuinely throws hands. Tossed the scroll to Grams, then got active. Left wrist block, weaves the roundhouse, blocks the reverse and follows his motion. Another block, sidestep, blocks the knee into another sidestep. They switch the angles. Quick double block by Naruto, parries the kick from Pain into the back for evasive. Hit him with the spin move. Let me get an instant replay on that real quick. That was clean. Then he tells Gamabunta he's about to get into Sage Mode. Then using that scroll, they summon a clone that he has stationed on Mount Miyaboku. Shadow Clone Jutsu really a cheat code, bro. Imagine finishing your own homework without needing to move a single muscle. And now, we're back. Broke the chakra rod and went straight on the offensive. Starts throwing straight haymakers, came in with a clean high kick. Had bro rumbling and tumbling. Pain could not believe this. And peep the pose from Naruto. Aura farming in the distance, cape and headband fluttering in the wind. I know Jiraiya geeked as hell watching this from heaven. And even the 3rd Hokage probably hype seeing this from hell. Naruto then throws his Rasen Shuriken, but the other Pain comes in to stop it. Currently, the Pain that needs to be taken out right now is the one who can bring the others back to life.
Yeah, I can't stand that one, bro. But I liked it though.
If they don't get him, he'll just keep resummoning his friends, no problem. But Naruto has a plan. Through the dust bomb, he throws up a Rasen Shuriken. But the thing is, this one's a fake. It was him in there the entire time. And while he tackles that Pain, he throws up another Rasen Shuriken at the main Pain. But that was no good. Pain's powers have returned, and he repels the attack. But once again, Naruto is not done. Bro pulls up from up top through the diversion and blows his Pain's back out. Naruto couldn't tell you what 8 times 5 is, but best believe he'll give you a wicked 3-course combo that would put any Michelin star chef to shame. 4 down and 2 to go. Pain isn't finished though. Now that his jutsu is back, it's time for him to lock in. He makes quick work of the frogs, doing them absolutely crazy. He done took these boys off the map. Then he shifts his focus over to Naruto. Brings him in, and this was low-key nasty. Gut check into the headlock is a move I
in this thing right here, don't he absorb? Yeah, he absorbed the chakra and stuff. What that's what they do.
haven't seen before or since this moment. Bro could have just caught him, but nah, he had to get his lick in. This Pain, as we've seen before, is able to absorb chakra. Usually this would be a bad thing, especially considering the fact that Naruto can't move right now, but it ended up giving him the perfect opportunity. Since Sage Chakra can only be amassed while being still, he was able to draw in the Nature Chakra. And since you have to be specially trained to use that type of chakra, the Pain ended up stoning himself. And then there was one. Now, normally this would be a good sign, but as Katsuyu notes, Pain isn't an actual person, but a group controlled by an outside source, Nagato. And at this point, Pain has had enough of these games. Gramps and Gran were out here using a genjutsu, and he was not rocking with it. Brought Gramps in, then turned him into French cuisine.
Crazy, man.
Deep fried frog on a stick is crazy. He did not need to do Gramps like this. He did Naruto even crazier. Naruto out here falling to the floor after not being able to save his mans. Then when he tried to spin back, bro threw Gramps right back at him, used universal pull, and hit this man with the most devious choke slam.
That was a nasty choke slam. I gotta hold you, bro.
Then he flipped bro over and pinned his ass to the ground.
I ain't gonna lie. Now I liked it when he did that. I like when Pain did this to Naruto. That was hard. Like, bro, imagine like your hand, like, bro, that's nasty, bro. That's nasty. Man, that's some demon stuff right there. Like, nigga, you really got my hand pinned to the ground?
Naruto was heated. He starts asking questions. Who is Pain? Why is he so angry? But Pain has a different topic to discuss.
Shanks is a hockey man.
A hockey man? You mean a fighter who relies on hockey? Like everyone else in the New World?
Well, it's different with Shanks. He's a hockey specialist.
There is no such thing as a fucking hockey man.
Pain tells Naruto that his goal is to show the world what true pain is. And after he destroys this world, there will be peace. But peace never lasts forever. Pain plans to wage an endless cycle of war in which everyone will always be reminded of pain and eventually regain that momentary peace. A cycle of hatred. As he pins Naruto down with more chakra rods, it seems like our boy is finally finished when Hinata pulls up. Honestly, I remember being so surprised seeing her for the first time, like Hinata, the same Hinata who passes out when Naruto says howdy to her.
Hey, she got to say her man, bro.
But she locked in. And Naruto really a dumbass sometimes because she was out here pouring her heart out, basically saying that he changed her life. Not only that, she said she wasn't afraid to put her life on the line, Rini Toshi style, to save him. And he's out here giving a diabolical side eye. His ADHD ass probably hasn't heard a word she said since she pulled up. Heard her speak more than 2 sentences and his brain shut off. Honestly, she did way better than I thought she would. Kicked off one rod and I was like, okay, let her cook. But Pain was like, no sir. Started flinging her around like he had admin commands. Hinata ain't going down easy though. She poses up, brings out those not so gentle fists, and gets ready to run it. But Pain's Wii game is genuinely crazy. I deadass have to slow this down. Niggas be buying jackets 2 sizes too big just to hit some shit like this. Actually, I wouldn't even be surprised if he had his arms folded inside that cloak because peep the way he's moving right now. I know his ass didn't hit a hop, skip, and a jump over her ass. But when Hinata goes in for a hit, Nagato's free trial runs out and she's able to get a clean hit, taking out the rod as well. Bro was not happy about it though. Flung her so high, I thought she was about to bring down Rain, but somehow she wasn't finished. Pain funny as hell for this, bro. He had no reason to watch her struggle, but he's over here peeping this like he's watching the anime with us. Was watching these two like,
yo, I like Pain. Pain was like, he's so like nonchalant, like don't even care, bro.
Bro, this show getting hella good. And yeah, this was sweet and all, and Hinata quoting Naruto's ninja way was so heartwarming, but unfortunately, Pain wasn't fucking with that, so he sends her up to heaven. God said send her ass back, and Pain told him no, sir.
Because of the existence of love, sacrifice is born, as well as hate, and one comprehends. One
Naruto locking in now, bro.
knows pain.
Four Tails Naruto was a different type of demon. Deadass said fuck that ninja shit and started earthbending. Pain was out here hitting moves that he's never hit
Bro, this was so hard. This right here was the hardest to me, bro.
before just to block. Naruto threw a boulder as a diversion and came in with an insane left
Bro,
hook.
I like this. I like these like the weird sloppy looking animation, smooth move things, bro.
Slow down these frames real quick. Bro changed his jaw structure 6 times in 7 seconds. He got done crazy. Then he grabbed another boulder and started playing whack-a-mole. I know pain is only a vessel, but you can't tell me that Nagato didn't feel that stuff, bro. And he still had the audacity to say something. Do you hate me now? I don't know, nigga, you tell me. And Naruto wasn't done. He pulls out that 6-tailed form. I remember using this junk back in Shinobi Life 2, and I can tell y'all, bro was moving the exact same way in the anime as he was in the game. But Pain isn't ready to throw in the towel. Niggas get the Rinnegan and start doing anything, just out here skating and sliding. He really was lying down over here, saying
I'm
something.
not gonna lie, that was nasty though. That's nasty aura though.
Is that all you got? And Naruto really shut that up quickly. Anime characters will get hit with the most audacious move ever and talk about some, not bad. Like their guts didn't just get rearranged. This next move was nasty too. Naruto pulled up, ate that almighty push like lunch, then blasted this man Pain so hard he had bro lodged in the wall like a nail. The animation here is like nice, but dog, sometimes I just can't take it seriously, bro.
Bro, what? Bro, I was loving this, bro. That was so cinematic to me.
Bro looking like a Looney Tunes character. Roughed him up so badly that he lost half of his fit. Hey, the Rip Cloak Loki goes hard though. Pain knows that he can't take the 9 tails in a one-on-one fight, so he decides to seal him instead, bringing out his planetary devastation and putting Naruto in jail. Inside his own soul, Naruto is just tweaking. He doesn't know what to do, and Kurama's over here like, crash out, nigga. They always treat me like shit. You gotta show them what's up. And he almost did, but the GOAT himself, Minato, had to intervene. Even in the afterlife, bro is still aura farming in the sunset. Something that's funny about all this is the fact that Naruto didn't even recognize his own father. Like, y'all got the same hair, same facial structure, even without the whiskers, and he still didn't even notice. For the first time in his life, Naruto was able to have a heart-to-heart talk with his pops. And honestly, this was nice. Naruto was finally able to vent his frustration about how people expect so much from him, even though he doesn't feel like he's capable. And Minato just told him that he believed in Naruto, and that he will be able to find the answer on how to end the cycle of hatred. So, with his father's word, he heads out for the final showdown with Pain. This was so tough, bro. Standing upside down on his own jail cell and staring down Pain in Sage Mode 2. That boy moving different. He gets down there and tells Pain that they need to talk, but bro wasn't hearing it, and he heads over to run that fade. But Naruto hits him with that Uno reverse, grabs his rod, boots him away, and uses it to IP grab his location. And now all that's left is to get rid of the final Pain. He charges up that Rasen Shuriken and throws the first one. And after Pain uses his almighty push, he goes in with the second. Pain dodges, but there's still 4 seconds to go. 2 seconds left on the clock. It seems like it's over. But then we see Naruto let his shadow cones in the rubble as bait. They pull up, but it's too late. Pain already got his jutsu back. Nevertheless, they keep going. Naruto using his shadow cones to hold himself up. 5 seconds left on the clock. Naruto uses his own shadow cones to throw on for the oop, and he comes in with the Rasengan finisher. Oh yeah. Naruto then heads over to Pain's base, where he's finally able to meet Nagato face to face. Even though he wants to kill him so badly, he opts to listen to his life story instead. Nagato then tells him about his life before, when he had a family. They ended up getting murdered by Hidden Leaf Shinobi, so he was forced to flee, and that's how he ended up meeting Konan and then Yahiko. They lived together, stealing food to get by, and then they heard about the legendary Sani, and from that day forward, they knew they had to meet them. Eventually, they met them, and Jiraiya offered to stay and mentor them. And thanks to Jiraiya, they were able to learn ninjutsu, and Nagato was able to realize that all Hidden Leaf Shinobi aren't that bad. After Jiraiya left, things actually started looking up. They got stronger, forming the Akatsuki with Yahiko as their leader, and that boy Yahiko was winning off the field too. I almost forgot that he and Konan had a thing going on. And peep Nagato, bro was really standing outside in the rain just so his homie could crack. Spawn hard as hell too. If your homeboy ain't spawn like this for your achievements, then that's not your homeboy. Eventually though, it all came to an end when Hanzo, the leader of the Hidden Rain, found out about their group. He lied that he wanted a truce, then jumped them along with Hidden Leaf Shinobi, who were led by Danzo, by the way. I hate this nigga so fucking much, bro. I might just talk about the 5 Kage Summit just to watch him die. Yahiko ended up sacrificing himself to save Konan and Nagato's life. And after seeing his best friend die, Nagato ended up crashing out. He saved Konan, but the damage had already been done. And from that day on, the Akatsuki we know now was born. After telling his story, Nagato asks Naruto if he knows how to achieve true peace. Naruto says that he doesn't know how to yet, but what he does know is that he has the power to do it. All he needs to do is believe. He already knows pain. It's been a part of his life since the day he was born, but he still hopes to break the cycle of hatred. And when he becomes Hokage, he promises to bring peace to the Hidden Rain. Honestly, I can't even blame Nagato for believing in him. If a random 16-year-old beat 6 versions of myself, then pulled up to my crib saying he would bring peace to my hood, I believe in him too. So, as a final act of goodwill, Nagato sacrifices his life, bringing back all he killed during the attack, entrusting his will to Naruto. Rest in peace, man. You got a nice warm spot in hell next to the 3rd Hokage. I feel bad for Konan. Lost both of her friends, her group. She too fine to be sad, bro. It's a damn shame. After successfully saving his village, Naruto pays his respects to Jiraiya, then heads on home. Bro must have forgotten how tired he was. After all the adrenaline ran out, he could barely move 2 steps. But of course, his sensei came in clutch. Big shout out to Kakashi, man. And when they made it back home, the entire village came out to meet him. Funny to me, cause I know there's at least 10 people in here cheering, knowing good and well they didn't fuck with Naruto back in the day. He probably asked one of them for a
Hey, for real, bro.
quarter back in the day, and they shoved him to the ground and told him to get a job.
Back then they didn't want him. Now, hey, now that he hot, they all on him.
Ino was over here saying something, I could really fall for him, and Shikamaru and Choji could not believe it. I was in disbelief too, like the switch up is crazy. Love how all his real ones were just happy to see him win. Iruka, Konohamaru, and Hinata, his day ones. And us too, bro. Every time I see him getting thrown up into the air, I get a big ass smile on my face, bro. I love seeing my niggas win. But yeah, that's it for the Pain arc. I'm thinking of doing the 5 Kage Summit next at 7k likes, so if y'all want that or something else, just put it in the comments below. But yeah, that's it. Thank y'all for watching.
And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, that was nice, clean, bro. I'm not gonna hold you, but you already know. Link up below in the description, all that good stuff. Let's go.